better because Flamer has their number. The only one, unfortunately, they don't look like they're going to live for long. As here comes the guns. There goes.
Like they've done a little bit of their homework and they made that work for them.
I think the Yala have the prime opportunity right now to really take advantage of all these teams. I actually love where his zone potentially go. There's so much options. It does go all the way over to Severny.
DRS right here. We talked about the fans having high hopes, but this is a little bit of a crash by the team against a buyer right now. This team, we think they are a little bit slow, you know, as ever, but you know, this time around it's DRS who took the bullet.
Indeed it was. Unfortunately, a buyer already down. 1 kill, but we strike it straight on back, Tarzan. 2 in return. Nima in Mafia Ninja taken out already. And this leaves Gaelsen on his own because look at the rest of them. The final member of DRS, he's not in the fight. He's out on the hills, and they tried to make the 1v1, but a nade claiming the third, and the revive will come through. I think a brilliant turnaround here from a buyer who, yes, it
has to kind of go somewhere.
There's plenty of them. Plenty with you.
You know what? But okay.
Yala are inside the fight. Tarzan, a little breath of relief though for Yala because they find the 3 kills. And Rhea, what is he doing? He walks straight into his death too. Cleans up the entire. It's really surprising because of course they finished in 4th position. They've got a chicken dinner, but they're about to be wiped off the board. Yes, they will.
For this next shift, so many of them rely on not over rotating for the previous circle, and I respect it, right? But they are around that edge, so we are just praying for them. They should pray as well, and sometimes the pre
has been a slight disappointment, but you see them rotating in zone. They still got those players alive, but it is still a bloodbath, albeit inside this very open zone as another nade lands on Defeat.
Good one from Warrior all the way from military base. They found their way in. They found their timing as well. And sometimes in this mid-late game circles, in this sort of landscape, right, smokes can just be that, you know, nade magnet, but, you know, Rich Lionel is extremely important, and that will be Dar losing his life right there.
Fortunately, gets caught. That nade did find one the small screwy can see Twisted Face versus, of course, the rest of the ultimate, and the ultimate struggling so much.
This is tricky for this team. I mean, they're playing a little bit more the avoidance style, and right now it's really getting punished. And the ultimate here, a team that was voted as the most, you know, most favorited in one of those games yesterday, trying to show why they should deserve that support. But Yala Esports slowly working their way through, you know, like dotting all the I's, crossing all the T's, and they did make their way in with 8 bloody kills, I believe.
It's a problem of the ultimate's position, Tarzan, and in this L shape, where at the corner of this L, they are sat in between 2 ends of Yala, and Twisted Minds looking down upon them. You can't move one way because the other pins you from the opposite direction, and this is why the ultimate, they need to make that aggressive push onto one side rather than take 2 sides at once. They finally decide to go for Yala, but it's too late potentially. Their position has been spotted, and there's no surprise, there's no nothing. As Yala take down another, and the ultimate left to
even if the circle keep going to Triple D, that is going to be a bit of a worrying one because Rico Infinity is so good at finding the opening. As we see another Team 4, we are down to those 5 teams and 14 players.
But RAT Tarzan, they're still alive as Twisted Minds will finally exit the equation down to a final 3. Is Yala also on top, and it's down between this bloodbath for Yala and RAT, who takes the kills into that chicken dinner, because Yala, of course, as you said, right back up to 12 kills. They're also just as equally high, but then you've also got this power position of Triple D that both of them need to take. It's where this zone goes next.
Is going to be tricky, right? But that is a key knock onto Ida. That is not something that you need. Yes, I appreciate that they're trying to expand the control along that northern side, right? But that is not the good time to be knocked. And now only to find the circle going to the other side. No teams got us positioned in that eastern shift.
Yes, they are going to be behind both. We've got Triple D also firing down on Yala as Triple D make it into the zone. And they're now again the ones with the onus on them to take this game. But Yala almost, yes, they do strike it down on the edge of the airdrop. And 3 down instantaneously. That was the push we were looking for from RAT. And Triple D, they've fallen flat on their face in the final moments. There's problems, a major problem for you now, Triple D, as you're down to 1 player.
The macro decisions right there. Maybe could have just left 1 guy to play spoiler. That could have changed things massively. But Yala took that timing and they took the eastern side. And that is such a strong position with some relative high ground as well, with resetability coming in from those landscapes as well.
Yala, powerful, down to half HP, almost takes him down, but an aid will find Yusuf. That is true, and Yusuf takes their team to a duo. Powerful and Bandar, they're on the back front. They need to continue to surf their way up this hill, but how do they climb, Tarzan, when you now lose Powerful? Powerful deleted, and this is R18's game. It looks like once again, this could be their next chicken dinner. Firing all cylinders down on Problems. There's nothing left for him. Dodges out the car, but he won't dodge out the bullets. As there goes Triple D, down to 2, and Bandar tries his best, but it's not enough.
Man, that is how we love it. That is the Rico Infinity that we know. We